You thought you were about to go into the video game. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking of Super 9000. I thought I was going to go into the video game that I'm about to watch. And to be honest, you are my Dawn fans. I'm just going to take you there right now. In style. Yeah. Style indeed. Olivia?
Hello, everyone, Asian boys, girls, and teenagers, and all them. It is me, Superior 9000, but you call me Superior. Yes, that's right, the game streamer that the windows of the future, becoming entrepreneur extraordinaire influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, anchor, writer, broadcaster, and feature wrestler. And yes, that is what my doing fans. Reptile. We're back once again playing and continuing the story series of I Wanna Hug That Gator. Now, before we get down to the video game business, just going to throw down 3 face cards down. I'll be at the end of my turn until at the end of the recording streaming session. And if you're new to this channel, please press the button to subscribe, press the button to follow, and press the button to like, follow, subscribe, to support. I wish you press those 3 buttons to officially join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise to make the channel bigger, better, stronger, and more noticeable in the future to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. Now, an audio channel from your boy Superior 9000. Let's get down to the video game business and let's get to work. Oh, and before I do, if you missed the previous episode, my Dory fans, do not worry. Your Superior, and I'll leave that in the description down below so each one of you can watch it. And yes, I'm looking and telling you, I hope you got your chilling gear on, I hope you've been to Lulu, and I hope you got your drink and your snack, and I definitely hope each one of you are chilling out on a gaming chair, or relaxing on a sofa, or even sitting comfortably on your relaxing bed watching this amazing game series. Anyway, that's the pro literature chat from your Superior 9000. Let's get to work and let's get to the video game business. Now, in the last episode, we were in in the principal's office at school. Now, that's all. It's the weekend. Yes. Here we go. Randy opens the door in front of me to let me in. Randy said, "Ah, there you are. Damien mentioned that you'll be coming over later." He goes, "Hey, Randy." Randy said, "Hey, girl, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind showing the snow off the driveway for me, can you? Would really appreciate it if, and even pay you a couple of bucks for it." Said, "No need for the payment, sir. As a thanks for letting me come unannounced again." Randy said, "Thanks a bunch, really." As Randy leaves, I collapse onto the couch and let my head rest against the confronter. God, that whole thing with Ben and Mia really took a lot of me. The way of me had dragged aside until I can see Olivia bedroom door. I was thinking that I was considering getting up and see her, or just giving her some time to come out. She has to know I'm right here though. She probably does. She also probably doesn't want to do her knee walkie thing again. I wonder how mad she'd be if I caught it on camera. Just because of a few people sitting right next to me. Damien said, "Hey, you alright, Inky? You were kind of out of it at lunch." For a moment, I considered telling Damien about what happened. But honestly, the last thing I wanted to do is bring this sort of drama into what I could consider a safe haven. He said, "Yeah, I'm alright, Damien. Just had a rough time at school and I'm hoping to take my mind off it." He said, "Ah, that's pretty understandable. I mean, with everything that's been going on in all. If only you knew." In an attempt to comfort me, they pats my shoulder. "Tell you what, I'll finish up my homework and then we can shoot over a game of Rock Ring or something. That sound good? Demon said. Inco replied, yeah, that sounds good. Demon said, sweet. Alone again. My butterflies as I get up from the couch. The room is just a couple door steps away, and each one stirs the butterflies even more. Once I reach it, I feel like I'm in the shadow of a colossal monolith. Come on, Inco, you gotta knock. Damn it, my arm just lift up. Stop shaking. Knock, knock, knock. Olivia said, I'm awake, Uncle Wendy. He said, it's me, Olivia. I hear a quick shot before Olivia speaks up more loudly this time. Olivia said, Inco? He said, yeah, are you? Okay. He said, damn your brain. He said, can I come in? He said, yeah, just watch your step. Watch my step? And so, makes contact with the knob. With a deep, calming breath, the flowers start to slow down, and I'm able to push the door open. Whoa! And a side of blackness. Olivia? The room is extremely dark, with only a source of lighting coming from the entryway. I have to take my sunglasses off in an attempt to see through the darkness better. He said, Olivia, the heck happened in here? Why is it so dark? Olivia? No response. He said, gotcha! Oh, what the hell, leg? Hi. I claw my finger grip into my ankle and take all my considerations to stay standing. He said, Olivia, what are you doing, Lego? Why, the lights are doing out. It's so dark. Reasons? He said, turn them on. Yeah, oh boy. I flipped the switch. Olivia's laptop lies shut on the bed alongside a drawing pad, someone being sketched by the light of a digital screen. Looks normal enough. How is it dark there? Okay. Olivia. He said, yes? Inco said, why is your room painted over with the black paint? He said, the light commenting offended my blackness heart, and my window became the canvas into the new darkness in my life. He said, yeah, it's storm, I know. He said, Olivia, are you alright? He said, mm-hmm. Oh. Of course, back to her bare thumbs on it, continuing her deep sigh the whole way through. Hey. You said, yeah? This morning after you left, I got an idea for it. Whole speech and everything, something stupid about my old sketch. It was a moment of the passion. A while later, I realised how silly it was, but the paint had already dried. At least the atmosphere is good, right? She sat against into the mattress. Shit, this is embarrassing. I look at the cover of the window. I don't see why you are embarrassed. She bent over the bed, taking a faint spot right next to her. Shut up, Olivia said. Even as she said, Olivia rolls herself closer to me. Inco said, and ferry in the character for you. He said, quit it. Her hands back to me through the nose strings as already behind her blow. I'm able to simply slap back at her hands until I catch one. He said, hey. Fingers curled around my hand. Because it's very you. Her cheeks puff out in a double pounce that I can't help but smile at. Yeah, I like that, alright? Louis said, you are lucky that I like you, or else I'll chop off your legs. She growls at a smile, clearly annoyed by her own lack of intimidation. I guess I got used to it. Built up a tolerance for it, so now I can see how Olivia really is. Inca said, you like me, and you still do that. Look, Olivia burst her face against my thoughts and growls louder. Everything still clinging tightly to my hand. Her head tilts just enough that she can peer at me with a solitary silvery eyes. Oh, that's so cute. And when her more is moved against my legs, I still clearly hear her say, Olivia said, I missed you. Oh, three hands come around her gently and combs through her hair. One of the things I've really marveled over is just how soft her hair looks. And Jenny feels as I come to find as my fingers run over the glossy green locks. Nico said, you've just been in here all day. David nods her head, nudging her that more against my hand. Nico said, I see you're set up there. He said, yeah. She helps herself upright again. I've been drafting the painting all day. Started to come on along. The laptop was just for the light of and music. She pressed the me over the side pad. The truth to her words sketch are looking more and more refined. Each one gets closer to the one that she's going for. Teresa, once it's done, I was thinking I could ask for it to be shown at the ukulele. He said, oh. Lou said, yeah, I think they'll let me. They better, with all this effort you're putting in. I said, yeah. He said, you want to hear something weird? He said, I've had a long day hit me. There was this painting. I think it's special. When I woke up this morning, I felt lost enough to block out the light to my room. Then I just remembered my promise and I got to work. It still hurts, but when I'm working on it, it's like it hurts less. Like what I should be doing, like I'm doing right now. That's not weird at all. He said, really? Come on now. Because, alright, it's super weird. I think less of you now. He goes, hey, but really? She bites her lower lip, thinking about something. Is it missing something? She adjusted to the page I'm on, the most recent sketches. I don't see anything wrong with it. It fails, there's no detail. At the photos I tried, I really did. But I can only remember so much and... Inco, hey. Absolutely. I'll take the best dang picture you ever see. Louis said thank you. So first thought, how about I let the sunshine back in here, right? Louis said, yeah. That's probably for the best. Nico said, how would I go about doing that? I moved washcloth to across the window panel and slowly but surely scrubbing away the dry up paint in the chunks. Good thing Olivia keeps spare bottles of paint thinner off the hand. Or at least Mr. Planet has Olivia keep spray bottles ever since an incident involving a much younger and more rebellious was smearing paint all over the walls. As I continue my scratching off disorder and flakes of the paint off with my fingernails, my ears pick up the sound of a digital camera going off. In my pearl, I see Olivia holding her phone towards me. Nico said, taking a picture? when I'm not looking my best? For shame, Olivia. Shush, you look fine. I guess what's so special you need to take a picture for? He said, no, just using you to mess with and steal human women by posting my catch of the formals. Inco said, the neat. Wait, what? Most of the painting's gone anyway. I tossed the rag aside the skull to take the seat beside Olivia. She comes to her as a new post with the photo showing up. I have never heard of this place before. But it does look like a form of spectacle for women. That is to say, non-dinosaurs. Because isn't this that lizard lounge site Liz doesn't like? And he said, no, this is a rival site for only human women were always messing with each other. Olivia posted a feature that pictures she's just taken and appended with the text mine and was given who's for days that are unnumbered. There are replied calling her a dirty trigger. Because Olivia, I don't really appreciate being used for this sort of thing. He said, nah, don't worry about it. It's cool. See? It's just IP banned me. You got banned just for that? Yeah, nah, I can't get around that super easy. And then I get to do it all over again. The tears stain me. Because okay, that's enough internet, that is. I'm taking you outside. Olivia hiss. I shake Olivia's leg to get her moving. Inco said, come on, you've been stuck in here all day. Come to the world of the living. Well, it's just Olivia said that I didn't think mind carrying her. She just stumbled her way towards the couch on her own. When she reached the couch, she pulls herself right into the cushion along the way. She spat out an exhale. So, well, we're out of here. Now what? Inco said. He said, you dragged me out here, you tell me. I didn't think that far ahead. He said, you're unsufferable. There is some of Damien and Vinny's games by the TV. There's some classic card games in there if you want to try them out. Get you sure? I don't really play games much. He said, yeah, it'd be fun. Sort of like repayment. You carry me out to the couch, now I carry you to victory. Aha. Some people didn't choose the collection of the entertainments. There are definitely some playing DVDs mixed in here. Pick one of more worn out looking cases of the show. Over to my shoulder to Olivia. She gives me a approval grunt, so it seems like I picked well. This slide into the console and I stop sitting the TV up. It's not working. Olivia said, you gotta smack the left side of. Vinny left some magnetic toys near the screen once. Smack! TV comes to life and it flickers the screen displaying the console menu. Pick up two controllers on the floor and got that. There you go. What are you doing? What? Oh, I'm using to playing like this. She rubs her head on the cushion next to her, inviting me to sit normally. So what cool about this game is... No. Okay. What is cool is the co-op campaign has its own story. You could just play through that, because there's no way I'm letting you near the online screen yet. And with a few quick buttons, I want the game to start. She puts a skipping the cheesy introductory cutscene she's seen dozens of times by now, but lets it play out for the sake. When the game starts proper, I'm faced with a specific problem. I am not good at video games. I'm good at watching them and listening to other people disrespect them, but I do not play them. Olivia said, "Okay, just follow my lead. I'll shoot anything that looks like it's moving." I said, "Right, how?" Olivia's already getting ahead in the game. I tried to follow, but my screen is pointed at the floor. Is it her? Did I do something wrong? Maybe the other stick, and now I'm not moving, but still looking at the floor. Olivia said, "Hey, stop shooting already." Okay, try one of the triggers looking things back at the controller. So I manifests as a side screen and throws something at the floor I'm looking at. Then there's a splash of bright orange and I died. I looked down to Olivia and she's looking at me with a was humour. I said, "What?" Olivia said, "There's no way you are this bad." I told you I never play video games. I said, "Fine, we'll do the tutorial and then start." With you pressing on the controls, we are back to the menu and then into some blank space area on the screen. From the on screen, along with some AI voice read out the instructions for everything. I adjusted them slowly and having to double check the buttons on the controller as it went. But after it finished, I felt somewhat confident I wouldn't throw a grenade at my feet. Hopefully. We went back to the co-op campaign when Olivia felt confident I wouldn't ruin the run. And so we sat just running through the digital hallways of some military base, enjoying the simulated violence on the screen. Just for a while, Olivia has no problem. After another few matches, David hops into the ring cleaner. David said, "Hey guys, you didn't tell me you were starting a Friday gaming sesh. You keen her ass yet, Inco?" No, it's my first time playing." "Well, really?" And he said, "It's the co-op campaign. You get to it, I'm rooting for you." "Yeah, dude, I've been an excellent division while I'm gunning them down." Someone's home. I'll go by answer the door. Ah, it's empty. There are two incredible bundles of figure cakes in the snow. "Oh, great, more ones." Sophia, hardly ha. "Oh, it's Sophia bringing me back from school." While the small boy looked unpleasant by the cold, Sophia was shivered uncontrollably and even with an extra layer of protection. They wished to get some blankets for the two. He said, "Hello, Miss Hi, Finny." Sophia said, "Inco, what a surprise." "Hiya, Inky." So when Sophia sees Olivia, she puts up on the biggest smile. Sophia said, "And Olivia, good to see you spend time out of your room." "Thanks, Auntie." "Whoa, you guys started game night?" "Inco, you beat her senselessly yet?" Because what's with you guys wanted me to beat her so badly? "It's funny." David said, "Nah, he hasn't. He's getting the hang of it, though, so you never knew, yeah." And he said, the live hit's coming for you." And he said, "Yeah, sure, when he tries both my arms behind my back." "Actually, no, I still win." David said, "Huh, you know the rules, you gotta put or shut up." Dot dot. She won. There's a certain such thing I don't think will ever heal. The unicorn yet unveiled a disappointed glimpse of the Damien and Vinny's face. Tell me they won't let her heal either. There's another knock at the door. Vinny jumps up to get the door. That's Wani. Hi, Dad, Vinny said. This one first was removed the heavy jacket. Jeez, this weather. Hey all. Inco, didn't expect you to still be here, Randy said. Inco said, good evening, Randy. We tossed down the bag of salt on his shoulders to the living room floor without a loud thud. Playing games together, I see. I hope that means you all got your homework done and square away, Randy said. David said, yeah, didn't count. Vinny threw his in the garbage disposal though. He said, I didn't. David said, see, he's denying it. Randy said, ha, hey, woke up. Huh. So. He said, nope, he hasn't, it's embarrassing. Randy said, first time then. David said, even if it weren't, he's just bad. Fine, you guys want to try? There's no way, this is something else. Now watch it to the end. Watch it to the end, huh? Being on to respective agreement. Well, I'll join you kids, but in my turn to figure out dinner tonight. Need something warm after anyone been out in that pitch cold all day. Your mother's nearly frozen solid. Something warm does sound good right about now. I vote for pizza. Oh, I just remembered. Yeah, hold on, I think I've got something. Ah! I hold out a coupon was with the form of the art contest. It's a two large, two topping pizza. I was just guessing on the pizza that for $13. There's a Damien Finney face lighting up with more and a mention of pizza, but Wani outshined both them by the same price that dropped. Even Olivia's heartbeat slightly excited. Holy moly, that's real. Pass over to him. Yeah, I've been seeing it for a while. Seems like a pretty good time. Well, alright, let's make it a pizza pie then. It takes a moment to dial the number and makes an order. I go check on Olivia, who looks just as excited as her brother. It's pizza, no need to hyperlate it. Olivia said, I so need this right now. Yeah, it's still all about half an hour. What are your favourites? Anchovies! Is it really? Yeah, they don't sell them much these days though. Good to keep in mind. When Fish in his call and gave us a celebratory fist bump. And he said, you are a lifesaving co. I was planning on getting together some sashimi or something. You know, Sylvia said she finally wanted to try with my speciality. Phew, Damon said. When he said, we've got two large meat lovers coming in. And this place is pretty fancy. They got that stuff you like, Olivia. So I asked for an extra pie pile high, as much as they can put it on. Olivia's face, oh, Olivia, look at those eyes, oh my god, that's so cute. Olivia's face beamed with joy, the end of her tail wiggling like an excited puppy. Oh, that is so cute. I'll take a distant shot to spy her from across the map. Huh? Damn it. Demon said, it's fair, he got you. When she was there off here, spotted a recliner, he joined us for the couch. Oh, look at them two. That's so cute. We play a few more games and I keep losing. But every time I could get close, she would come in the clutch and completely annihilate me. Somehow, a betting course got started, Olivia getting a few bucks from the rest of it. I can't beat her even once. This encouraged me as I got even closer to actually scoring against Olivia. If anything, I want to get at least that tonight. At some point in the all excitement, the feeling occurred to me. Being in the comfort of the warm and invited home, surrounded by such caring people, having fun with my friends, it's like I have a real family. Aww. Wani said, she doesn't cover while she reloads. I see. Hey, that's cheating. Demon said, nope, just an inside information. He said, he's gonna get you. He said, nope. If that's how it's gonna be, I've got one last trick up my sleeve. Oh, yeah, I think you've just scared Harry. Oh, dude, oh. Sophia said, I don't know how any of you are keeping up with all this. But he said, oh, that would be our dinner. When he heads to the door with a hand already reaching out for his wallet. So he said, pizza? What's the special occasion? When he said, gonna treat ourselves good and eat good tonight, huh? That's a special occasion. Plus it's cold outside. Sophia said, not that I'm complaining about pizza, but isn't the delivery pricey these days? When he returned with the box to stack off his arm, flashing the used coupon in his other hand to Sophia. I faced on the question of to the other earlier. And he said, see, okay, everyone get a plate and get some. Feel free to make a mess if you want to clean up duty. Damien and Finian leap around the position and their plates in a blink of an eye. The air is filled with a delicious scent of sauce and cheese, and Randy opens all the boxes. Oh, I wish I want my pizza now. Oh my god, look at them two excited. Damien and Finian are timidly dive for the meat lovers pizza like reverent sharks. Pepperoni sausage pizza on the table looks appealing, but when he passes a plate with a slice of anchovies pizza over to Olivia. Thanks, Uncle Randy. Dang, the anchovy one actually looked pretty good. Don't think she minds if I suffer from hers. My hand slowly inches closer towards Olivia's plate. I said, mate! Take a moment aside and I pull a smile at hers. God, look at that face. Oh, come on. I was just trying. Olivia said, no! Anchovies are gear girl only. You wouldn't take something from your girlfriend, would you, Inco? Oh, look at those eyes. Oh, I'm so over the buzz, but look at that. You gotta be that is cute. Oh my god, that's such adorable. She floats her eyes lashes at me with a she's doing like a cute little puppy dog eyes. I just want to try it though. Well, lashes float down. Can you see the moistness in her eyes? Oh wow, she gives a new meaning to the crocodile tears. But definitely a clear idea spot within my mind. After all, if she wants to play the girlfriend card, how about a trade or something? Pout fade ways in her confusion. Lives a trade for a bit. Confusion morphs in curiosity. Maybe, Olivia said. What are you offering? With a smile, I leaned close to Olivia. And closer. And closer still. Oh, she got a blush. Olivia's face is inflamed with a blush growing hotter and hotter by the second. I feel a puff of hot air from her nose flow against my chin. Her eyes are wide as saucers now. He said this. My lips tap lightly at the edge of her mouth. Oh, what? The giggle says he's stunned and now my chance. I go in for the kill and chop down on the slice she was holding on to. I pulled away while, while chewing on the hard-won prize. The pizza is very solid but rich with flavour. I can taste why she likes anchovies on her pizza. It is very rare to have that, but again, I have counted that too. Trust me. Lily's eyes still wide open, mouth cycling open and close. Oh, oh my god. Look at Finny's face. Finny said, ew, Inco gave Olivia cooties. Food tastes best when stolen. Whoa, Olivia, you okay? Her hands waved an inch from her face. I don't think she even noticed. Oh, Mr. Fire leans over and taps Olivia's shoulder. That finally wakes her up. Her eyes are now shifted between me. Oh, look at her face. And the bite marks I left on her pizza. Eyelids are lowering. She glowers at me while taking a bite off her defined slice. Olivia makes a quick work of her slice and then hands her the plate to serve it for and a piece of the fish for goodness. With everyone else focused on their meal, she leans in close. Dangerously close. My cheeks warm up as Olivia whispered into my ear. Olivia said, You owe me more for the bite. She always has a bit of a huskiness in her tone, but wow. The sun was hanging low by the time the pizza was finished, which means it was time. It didn't take much to convince anyone inspired to take me out to the fountain once Olivia was fully explained why. We arrived at the descent park just as the sun sank behind the horizon. Randy and I got to work. Whoever has held with the screen protector Wani's car for me, doing the best to direct the remaining rays of the lights towards the fountain. The focus was just a detail of it. After all, the more with us for Olivia's the better. It was just the task at hand. Occasionally, moving to also keep warm and serious. The only thing to stop us was daylight finally vanishing. My memory card was filled completely with reference to shot for Olivia for a good 100 and some very conceivable angles. And right back, Olivia had unfolded the couch into a bed for me. It hadn't even occurred to me how late it could have been, or how bad the weather could end up. I feel like I'm frozen to the core, combined with my clothes becoming damp from the melting frost. Instead, Olivia dragged me onto the lumpy mattress and the couch bed, sitting right beside me so I could go through the photos with her. The rest of the household sunk off to bed shortly after, leaving just us two in the living room. Aww. Just huddled together looking through my camera. We were the only ones still up. And well, I wasn't cold anymore. Olivia insisted on keeping me warm by laying across my lap as if she were a gator-shaped blanket. Olivia said, Hey. She confronted herself about until she looked into my eyes. He said, Yeah? And he said, About earlier. You still owe me. He said, Come on, seriously? It was just a bite. It wasn't just a bite. Her face is on fire, but her eyes remained locked on mine. No, that didn't count. If what? The peak on the nose, that doesn't count. Olivia, I don't understand. Dude, that was our first kiss. What? First, oh. I hadn't considered that it was our first kiss. So my face began to heat up rapidly. Oh my god. Just came to me and I felt so natural to do. Because, well, alright, she crossed her arms. I might look into it as she would also out across my lap while she did it. Because, so, you want an actual loser with interest? A fair trade? Even as I looked down at with incredibly dutifully, Olivia maintains her serious face and posture. I locked in a straight corner with her, and I feel like my lack of shades was weakened by my defences. I caved in. Inco said, "Alright, I owe you a real kiss." Oh! And what else? Olivia's thinking, "I want to go on a date." Oh! Oh, this is so sweet, man. An actual romantic. Oh my god, it's getting more sweet. The split second I get my chair back. I said, "Alright." So the first part, his hand reached up and latched onto the side of my head. I expect her to drag me down roughly, but instead, I can feel her hands shake as she slowly guides me downward. It's awkward and slightly painful how I have to twist my wrist to meet her, but it's worth it. It's soft. Taste. Skin on scales pressing the light together. The hot air of her breath intermingle. I suppose with my arms over her. My arms move from my head towards my neck. Our eyes grew heavy. I don't know who faded first, but Olivia clung to me as we drifted to sleep just like that. I slip from my sleep as the morning sunlight begins to peek through the glass back door. Still quiet, the only signs of life is light beneath of the girl holding me close. Oh. She wrapped her arms around one of mine, gently nibbled my shoulder in her sleep. She was warm. I start drifting back to sleep, lured in Olivia's soft breathing. My thoughts drift, sleep, and awake. The puzzle piece that slowly come together into a single unified phrase that woodily captured what I'm feeling. I love her. Oh, Inco, dude, that's so respectful, man. Respect, man. Why is it gone quiet? I feel a horrible disturbance approaching. Oh, he said, "Inky, Liv, wake up." Cuspy's oh, the right side of the chest and shaking me by the collar. Ah! Liv responds by swatting him clean off me with her tail. He's fine. Liv sat up and wiping the seat from her eyes. Liv said, "Morning, Inco." Saturday morning. Check my phone and say that it's 7:30. Well, I was too early. Barely. Myself now and I visit Vinny's second landing zone. He got a cable remote. Two clicks onto live and Vinny starts flipping through the channels at a speed only he can compared. There was a morning Inco. He enters from the hallway. David said, sorry about the wake-up call. Phineas' favourite season. What, winter? Inco said. Oh, David said hockey. Mitchell's lighted, and I looked to the screen to see the players being brutally slammed into the protective glass of the ice rink. He said, I see. Should we move? He was too comfy. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go make breakfast. Okay, what do you want? There was a big plate of eggs and bacon. Okay, I think I burnt the kitchen down first. There's plenty of cereal out there if you want some. Olivia drives dramatically. Really uncertain myself of Olivia Gas, I shoot Damien and form some as I make my way to the kitchen. Quick scratch of the cupboard of the fridge met me as a necessary point. I managed to avoid destroying the kitchen as I pour cereal and milk into 2 plastic bowls. As I give each bowl a spoon of arrangement evidence of my pocket, I read my phone and checked what it is for. It looks like there's a new 3-hour analysis of the 3rd place speedrun wheel record. Wheel golf. The form now displayed a record hold base with the arrow pointing to it and text proudly advertising the sponsor start. I'm really not much in the mood for these recently. I make my notifications and done. As I return to the living room, the screen is a lot more lively. 2 boys are communicating the match to one another while Jelly shakes the couch in excitement. Innocence sat up, wrapping herself in a blanket, only opening a spot for me once I approach. I take the seat, offering the bowl's sugary goodness with a greedy accept. Aww, they're sitting together. Not too long after we are cuddled together again, she leans her head against my shoulder. Despite the ruckus, I'm able to find the perfect spot to snuggle with Olivia and enjoy her warmth. This is nice. Do my best witness the any wobbles and get hockey terms through it. Seems like he's more interested in which team to get in the most fights rather than win the most. And towards Olivia even every so often, worried that she might be losing interest in just sitting here. But she always resumed me a gentle smile, one that said she wouldn't have it any other way. She's sharing in a content we continue snuggled on the couch together, occasionally cheering with the brothers as they celebrate the success of their hockey team. The other start shouting victory as the home team gets a final score. He said, "What a slap shot!" Sophia heard the excitement in the room, watching the hockey game. Sophia settled herself onto the recliner, opening her laptop. Sophia said, "Oh, the school weekly news alert just came in." Turns down the volume, Damien. "Sure thing." Alright, first it says there's a basketball game this Friday against Tail Spikes in preparation for the finals, so it will be open after school for everyone who needs it. Damien. Got it coming, Mom. Liz helping me out with that. So I hope so. So it won't be the toilet here. Oh, this is interesting. To all our students, you are invited to St. High School for 201 M 2023 BC Winter Formal. Winter Formal? Doing yours and stretched his arms behind his back. Yeah, some event for seniors. They get every year, basically a dance, but more fancy. It's like the biggest event of the year. You know, like next graduation or prom or whatever. I don't think anyone at my previous school ever did something like that, just a regular dancer. Actually, that's the same in my school, actually. In my school days, we never actually had like a prom or something. We just had a like a Christmas dance or yeah, just mostly a Christmas dance, and very rarely, I think it's like a yeah, just was it Easter special? Yeah, Easter special dance. But they never do that anymore. But then it was mostly just Christmas dance at my school. As for my college, never did that. I think they did a Christmas party once. Actually, no. Then again, no, I don't think they did actually. During my class in college, we mostly did just bring random DVDs in to watch and have a Christmas party in our class with food and drinks and whatnot. So immerse yourself in the same beauty of wintry sky with the music, food, and entertainment, and much more. We'll also be hosting a special memorial for the St. Helens Finest teacher who has recently passed away, Mr. Trent Lakadan Khan. Sure, that's going to be tough to see. Sophia Katiza said the event will take place at the Volkaderia Convention Center on Friday, December the 15th, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Tickets for the Winterfall are now on sale online or in Miss Pocket's class in room 211. $15 for one and $30 for couple. Please read our event dress code to know that will not be allowed for formal. Have a great weekend. Go Further Tales. Well, seems like you have something to do to look forward to next month. So close her laptop with a smile and set aside. Demon said, "Mom, it's about that time." She gets upstairs and checked the clock on the wall. I nearly forgot. Vinny, get your car on. I'll start the car. He said, "It's called a G, Mom." So I'll probably be waiting for something around while he's at karate practice, so I'll be out until dinner. Oh, God! I'm sure he didn't mean to quite chop my throat as he got, well, he's just an eager to get class. Back of my wolf, Olivia helps me clear my airway quicker at least. Did as well then. So trying some games, someone is familiar position in the mid-second. I don't even know how to keep track of these blur colours on screen. I feel like it's going to give me a seizure if I look too hard. Olivia took my arm. Olivia said, "Hey, wanna head back to my room and watch something?" I said, "What do you have in mind?" Olivia said, "Nothing particular. I'm sure I'll find something good." Alright. Follow Olivia marching to her room. The pain is still a bit strong, but when it's not here, I suppose how she managed to actually hop from kneeling on the floor to kneeling on her bed. Tail pets opened the spot next to her as an invitation, but not for me, as Good seems to scurry out for whenever he was hiding to go up right against Olivia's fight. So I'll take the spot opposite of him, sitting right in next to Olivia as she opens her laptop. On the screen, I see a photo of folders with incomprehensible names, with multiple brackets alternating between Kenji and English. Bit of an Easter egg there. Firstly, by the way, fans. Olivia keeps fast between each folder, her eyes searching concentration as she tries to find the perfect show. She finally makes a choice for what it is. I don't know. The name is all Japan written in English. And there's like 6 different things in baskets, denoting the language aspect ratio and more obscure details. To be a player pops up and just everything popped up in the solitude of a thesaurus in old Japan airs. The part music started in English. First I was present with the pig, but it really is a good show. When I was turned by the Persian samurai story along with its budding romance with a young human girl who maintains her family dojo. Maintains her family dojo. I feel like that's an Easter egg reference somewhere, but I'm trying to think which anime or show. Before settled in, Olivia splayed across out her bed and giving me enough space to sit with my back against the wall beside her. When I'm fully enjoying the story, split equally between intense sword fight and bouts of the light-headed comedy, my thoughts go back to something else. The formal. And how to actually ask her to do it. She's already going slicing to Mr. Lagos Memorial. Olivia asked me out on a date, kinda. Oh, that's so cute. I argue strong, aimed into it, but then again, pardon me, I want to go out with her, so. Oh, it's only live off her, so would be Inco's way of doing it. Looking around for inspiration, I noticed that my girlfriend has left out a lot of her sketch material. Filled up with papers and sketch pad right by my knee. Got to lay it on top of her colour pencil case. And a machine pencil digs into my palm. Hee hee. While Olivia is focused on her laptop screen, and oddly not so bloody sword fight on it, I begin my greatest plan to date. Oh, we get to see a sketch. First I'll sketch out what meant to be a fully body portrait of Olivia. For a wheelchair doesn't look like it's a normal chair with a rock wheelchair. That's been just clawed and her tail sucking down a quarter of it in actual size. It still resembles her. The clip on the medical pencil slowly reach over with a nudge and back up to Olivia's head. She swords at the end and eventually grabs it and yanks it in front of her. And then her tail starts wagging a bit bingo. Oh, that's so cute. In search for my arm and wrapped around it while Olivia forcibly jolts something down on her page. Oh, that is so cute. I lean forward to lay it on my stomach beside her when she passes it back. She draws on an eager portrait of me with my side shades missing and my jacket looking more like a button-up. For a while, the two of us will soon join again from the sketch of the school year. Oh, that's so cool. Over the course of the summer show, I feel like it's like that Afro Samurai, maybe? Could be wrong. Oh, unless it's Samurai Jack. That was a good show. I'm just trying to think what show they're watching. Course of the Samurai show run, we decorate Noir sheets, a sketch of the nonsensical doodles. Alright, it's time. I make sure my arm is positioned in the page. Next one has to be special. And I see just the spot for it. Oh, Inco, dude, that is respectful. Nice, man, saying that. Well, I thought a bit of a look over. It could be a little better. No, it's perfect. I pass the sketch over just as I have just the times now. Liv says that the little doodle on the page. I hear her breathing pick up. She pulls the pad aside, well out of my vision. I feel the bed wobbly as she feels a squirrel something down. It sure is taking a while. On screen, the battle where just finished an epic duel, winning with an intelligent use of technique and his sword stealth. All without killing anyone. The pad is plopped in front of me. Oh, oh boy. Oh, it's so cute. Olivia was her snout into the back of my hand, nuzzling in grassland. Oh, she's making those bellowing noises again. Oh, she's like purring sound. That's so cute. Takes that arousing yes. Like I said, you're not gonna let me up, are you? You are mine. It's lovely to see her happy like this. She keeps letting her focus slowly return to the episode. For the rest of it, we remain like this. Olivia said, I got big plans. Just you wait. 1 week later. I feel conscious for the layers of the snow beneath me, behind me, with the trail quickly swept over by the fresh snowfall. Could be right so that any flesh can reach my ear, my nose, my exposure hands, and it's carried my precious cargo. Somewhere in the distance, a dog bark. I am alone in the frigid wasteland. I think the side of simple just before days ago. Got into my new routine at the start of the school week. I wake up and head to school, do my thing until the bell rings, then head over to Parents to check on Olivia. She told me that the drafting for the painting was finished and now it was time for the real task of filling in the canvas with colour. Every time I come over I would find her sitting at the edge of her bed with a brush in her hand, analysing the canvas with the kind of fire in her eyes that only a aficionado like her would have. Back on Tuesday I got a real craving for root beer. You told me that there was a gas station up the street around the corner and asked if I could get her a normal cola with a strange side eye. I've tried root beer, my daughter fans, trust me. Yeah, no, I don't know how they drink it. Literally, I mean, when I drink it, it tastes like toothpaste. Was it toothpaste? No. Yeah, yeah, it tastes like toothpaste. And she did. Actually, no, it tastes like mouthwash. That was it. It tastes like mouthwash. I'll probably do the same with what Olivia said. The tip of the fridge of the pioneer should have seen where this was going, but the soda was well worth it. Once Olivia found out I could survive the journey, she started requesting I go and make more resupply missions. Then I got caught on a return trip by Finny and Randy. No surprise now. Short version of the story, I'm now a resupply man for the household. I gotta get precious rations for the poor, freezing, showing my girlfriend and other survivors of this immune climate of 31 degrees. Wow, 31 degrees. Been through tough work, but it's been a blast. As I approach the front door, the survivor urges smush his face into the glass window, accepting to my triumphant return. Door opens for me and slams shut as I yanked in before the chilly air can crept in with me. I stumble forward and finally collapse onto the couch into Olivia's waiting arms. Oh, that's cute. The moment hit the comfort of despair out with a large blanket and she has enshrouded me in the warm and skinny embrace. Oh, that's a cute smile. Olivia said, can't let my personal heater rock lose its warmth. Because I appreciate it. Olivia nudged quickly on my neck, wraps her tail around my waist, trying her best to warm me up. One would assume that a literal couple of serum would be a terrible way of warming up. Well, here they are dead wrong. Taking the plastic bags off the floor, it began to get passed around, and everyone moves their favorite goodies. In a second, David chugged his battery as an energy drink. Ah, that's it, spot, Demon said. That's what I needed. I'll stay up for another trip, Inco. I leave a signal with Finny who takes the empty bottle, but him in the back of the head with it. Leo said, "Oh, Inco, while you were out, I finally thought of something." For our date? Leo said, "Yeah, you'll love it. It's knock, knock, knock." Leo Beach catch the two of us wait until Ryan gets the door. But we both know what it is already. Ryan said, "Olivia, package for you." I had George to for and Lyric excitement, translating the physical to her arms quickly and whirling around her collar. Settle down, settle down. When he said, Wani had hissed the box containing her new wheelchair parts into the living room and set it in front of the TV. When he said, "Want me to set it up for you?" Lou said, "Actually." Lou lifts herself off the couch and starts pushing against the box, sliding it towards her room. Lou said, "Inco and I can do it." "Alright." When he said, Olivia waved me over to join her as she pops the door open and pushed the heavy looking box into her room. Lou said, come on, what are you waiting for? Let's get to it." Oh, we get to help her build a wheelchair. We sat on the edge of the bed with the box before us. Olivia takes a deep breath and extends the single claw. And in the single motion, Slife tapped on letting the box flip loose. She starts picking the individual parts out and laying them on around. While she does so, I pick out the instructions. Olivia said, "Really?" He said, "What?" I said, "Come on, give me that." She takes the instructions and rips them into bits. I said, "You won't need that. I had to fix my own chair since I was a kid." Okay, why you? I fix it as simple as I broke it a lot when I was younger. Nico said, "Okay, curiosity piqued how?" He returns with the biggest grin on her face. He said, "Ramp jumps." She doesn't elaborate, instead of waiting at her desk to retrieve a small hex key set. Huh. For the next 15 minutes we began to assemble the wheelchair. As it turned out, building this thing isn't as complicated as I thought it would be. Most of it was really just as simple as to connect a tab into a slot B. There's an undo there. We're near finished now. The metal frame stands proud, missing everything needed to make it comfortable. Like the seat. There was this bit connects to the handle there. Alright. So you were on about to tell me about the idea that I love for the date. There was oh yeah. Have you ever been to the Hibachi Grill? I've heard of them. They are great. You gotta try it. They sit you down at a table, right? And in the middle of the table is a big flat top grill. Then the chef had me that piece right there. Thanks. Then the chef comes in with a truffle of stuff that you ordered. Once the grill gets hot, they start cooking the food right in front of you. And then they bring a whole new meaning to the plane with your food. Sounds pretty sweet, right? By the way, that goes the other direction. Clank. Whoops, Inco said. Yeah, that, be honest, sounds pretty fun. It's like dinner and a show, but dinner is the show. Olivia said, I've been wanting to eat to that place for years. Inco said, alright then, as soon as we finished this, then let's call for a table and go. He said, yes. Olivia's arms trail around Amy and Hogan, other hands preoccupied with adjusting the chair seat to the perfect height. Touching the armrest to the handle, I stand up and triumph over the fully built mobility chair. Inco said, well, I can safely say your new wheelchair is completely by yours truly. Olivia said, you put the wheels on backwards there. See, if I had sat in that, it would have fumbled and it wouldn't have killed me. Oh, would you like to tap me with a spare part? He said, yeah, stop trying to kill me, dummy. Just be safe. We're probably gonna have to go back a few steps to make sure this thing is built correctly. Wonderful. Finally, it's done. Olivia expects my work in pre-allocations and adjusting a few parts. Carefully, she moves herself from the bed into her seat. Because Inco said, so how is it? Olivia said, darn it, my legs still don't work. Really? Yeah, you did great. It feels like the old one. Great job, Inky. He said, phew. Don't say yet. The night's just getting started. Her tail shows around my waist, inviting me to take the wheel. He said, are you ready? He said, yep, it'll be cold. He said, it'll be fine. I've got a personal relative with me. Move still, it was turns to be half letting me know what my real role of Olivia's life is now. Nico said, if you want not something sweeter like heat a blanket or comfort her. I said, yeah, no. I say that, then my aunt and uncle would be giving me the talk all over again. Oh, I love this bit. Before we knew it, we were passing the building as our rail car raced towards the sea. One thing we noticed were the Christmas lights tangled about inside the metro, which gave it a much cozier vibe. Well, that's pretty cool. As we near the Christmas jungle, even the streetlights of the building were infested with holiday cheer. I can only imagine this place would look like in the coming days. Definitely coming back to later with Olivia, along with my camera. After walking and sightseeing, we arrived at the sea in Japan District, Little Trudun. And as eager as I'm looking around, I'm still myself smiling. Olivia's appetite for a hichibachi outranks it. We can always check it out after anyways. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Heading inside there, this shouldn't sink in the air that enters my nose. Can't pump it what exactly it smells like, but the word atomic comes to mind. Oh, waitress said, Konnichiwa, welcome to a table of two, I presume? Yes, I called earlier for a reservation. The waitress takes a moment to look at the table placed in front of her. Which said, ah yes, table for Mr. Nitro and guests, follow me. She got the user menu and leads us to the main dining area. As we guide through the restaurant, I take an interior design scene, features a piece of decor and the portraits of famous actors posing with who I assume is the owner of the restaurant. Enter into the main dining area. The sound of lively conversation floods in my ear, as does the savoury fiance of the food being cooked for the other patrons. Just as Olivia said, each table had a grill in the centre of where the chef was chopping, dicing and slicing. I can feel my mouth filling up with drool with each passing moment. Finally we reach our table where another party occupied with the other remaining seat. Which is enjoy. Because said, so how would you... My hand waved Olivia around the chair with the handlebars. Olivia seems to understand what I'm about to entail because without a word she effortlessly hoisted herself out of the wheelchair onto the dining chair. The food with the wheelchair placed in my nearby wall, sat myself next to her. Inco said, nice, so how are you feeling so far, Liv? Liv smiled with the lead and the cold fingers fly out near the grill before us. Her tail curls up at the other counter and joins them. I join her for a few seconds, warming the knuckles. Liv said, I really like this place, it's like a combo of a show and eating and sauna. I reach for the menu that sits between us. Let's see. Nick said, you already know what you want to get? And Olivia said, sushi. I've tried a bit of sushi. Yeah, not so much, but yeah. Although I didn't get a pick a bad choice of sushi. Olivia said, they've got the good stuff here. Don't judge me what that is. She points to something of the menu I don't have hope of ever pronouncing correctly. Nevertheless, it looks appetizing. What about you? I'm thinking something warm and filling. Oh, what about this dish then? You know, if I had to, I would pick like maybe, I don't know, some kind of super something. We should probably at one point specific the dish title Children Delight. Chicken breasts in each with steak and colossal shrimp. Lightly in season, but I'll probably actually that does sound nice, but I'll probably ask for no shrimp now. Because that's kind of like a favorite dish. Sounds good enough for me. Whenever it comes to me, and I scan the menu thoroughly. This in particular takes up the nearly entire page. It's something I recall from some foodie blogs I read. Because I said, hey, why don't we try all the appetizers? Olivia said, what? Laying the menu flat before her appetizer page, eyes wondered at how many choices are there. Nick said, yeah, like, we should try a sample of everything and see which is best. Olivia said, that would be really expensive though, right? It would. Each plate already costs over $15. But, Nick said, but considering the experience, I can see a particular study as she looked at the page. Yeah, how about half a den? That'd still be around some place, but I'm sure I can cover that much. Then we went, okay. She cuts me over before I can cheer, but not all at once. Huh? Nico said. I want to appreciate the show too. So, 2 dishes at a time. It's a weak position and I always forget I leave a plan to fill up early to save my bank account. He said, sure. So, which do you? Don't know which appetizer to pick to start with. Our voices are mingling with the rest of the as we wait to order. By the time somebody comes around, we've compiled a list of most appealing sound options. Eventually the chef approached our table with a large fork and blade in hand, scraping the two against each other in a vertical manner before greeting us and heating up the stove. He used nearby containers of oil to cover the cooking surface and shut the smiling face before setting a summit of fire and spraying across the stove and blade. Second staff member drops off the chart filled with uncooked meat and veggies that will soon become our dinner. With his ingredients ready, the chef stares at his performance expertly, spinning his razor sharp tails with a grin on his face. Vegetables are stacked into an explosive minifigure. These slices have been thrown through the air. Fish, shrimp, slices juggling around the chef without even looking. Even as we were served up outside the order, we were entirely too focused on the master chef. They were clearly turned by their performance. Not that she's only one to dictate the skills that the chef has with our food isn't like anything I've seen at any high-class restaurant my parents dragged me to before. After a minute or two watching the chef turning his showmanship, the couple beside us received their order. He's over to step down and stand before Olivia and I, his eyes carefully scanning our tight scope of our paper before nodding. The chef said, "Kind of wanna be, my hungry looking friend." I'm definitely hungry and looking for Olivia. Looking at her, and her eyes size her plate of her, trembling over her smile, and chopsticks creak with her fingers. Chef said, "Her first time here, I assume?" "And mine too." "Aww, it's both on the first time, that's so sweet." Chef said, "Hi, new friends to our lovely city. Allow me to give you a proper foreign welcome." Before I can tell him, winking to us, the cook set down a plate of peeled onions on the grill. With sharpening a spatula and the onions is cut evenly, and then its rings separated and stacked into a neat cone. When he then raises a finger with a smile, I can't help but lean forward. He holds up a bar of clear liquor and squirt it into the cone. Flush! Oh wow. A real back, oh yeah, see look. So the heat erupts on your volcano, being tapping just above his eye. Go, "Oh shit, my eyebrow." He said, "You're fine, Inco, relax." With the new few bits of her hair still on my hair, the chef laughed and slid the onions creation around. She was warm enough of a welcome. Inco said, "Quite." He laughed at the onions and added it to our first appetizer plate and somewhere fudge garnishing with fish and meat. The cook took it still sizing the piece of the steak and chopped on it, chewing on it even as her eyes watered from the heat of it. The chef noticed I had used his spatula to slide Olivia a glass of water to show her, which she used quickly to cool her tongue. "Chef, I am happy to see you're so eager to enjoy my cooking, but good meal is the best. Savor slowly." My hand rubs Olivia back in the compliment, but she still smiles and reaches for another cut of steak. Is it totally worth it? One by one, our appetizers are given to us. Well, I wanted to go into a detail about each one unique flavour. How about the effect of that? Only one thing really comes to mind. It's freaking delicious. I don't blame it. I mean, if I was there. You know, imagine that instead of it sushi, imagine if they did like a version of American version or UK version. That would be cool. It seems to have the same sentiment and current scarfing down the rest of her salmon rolls. Chef's any course here tonight? For a moment I glanced at the girl beside me, enjoying her own little moment as she chows down on her food. Inco said, "We are." So, well, it's the holiday season, which means shows a pong over our heads with something green placed on its end. It's a mistletoe. A kiss between a gentleman and a Wani girl, yes. And please don't. We don't get to see it. That would be cool. We see Inco and Olivia kiss again. It's lame. I think it would have pleasant fit my heart as the chef tossed the mistletoe on the steak, revealing its true identity as a garnish. Oh, just hey, what does Wani mean? It means Gator. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, I guess I do look like a Gator. And yeah, I'm always thinking of you as a green Gator girl. Really? I posted a green violet girl. Olivia said, "Do you see Damien and referred to him as a red Dolophosaurus guy too?" Hey, I'm Inco. Wow. Just heard a noise, and I craned my head towards the direction of pink Dilophosaurus and a blue Apododsaurus. I get it, Inco said. He said, good. And he said, everyone, I just met a Triceratops. In fact, I met two. Inco said, shut up. It's nice to see them two being happy. I used my chopsticks to fling the onions over to her. She definitely chops it out of the air. So, okay, who ordered the salad grille? Oh, that's us. Chomp, 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 I'm guessing. With one last bite of the shrimp, we finish our meal. The chef smiles at us and gives us a bow, bidding us a wonderful evening. I managed to slip him a generous tip as a thank you for his hospitality. As for the waitress handed me the bill, she asked if we would like some complimentary ice cream, with Olivia's happy accept. Doesn't sound good right about now, so why not? It's not long until we couldn't open the sweet. Let's shout off the fair cake batter to get the cool and tasty ice cream cones out of our free deep fried ice cream. Nice. Calm me down, I need something sweet to cap off. Actually, Nico said, hey, will you be alright for a while? I've got an idea. He said, huh? Alright. Yeah, trust me, I'll be right back. There's a general store right across. Excellent. Of course, I hope you have what I have in mind. He said, I'm back. He said, your ice cream was starting to melt. I was considering eating it. He said, rude. After I went out and got these just for you. And her the plastic bag. And there was a pocket warmer. How considerate of you, Inky. She stuffed them in a pocket of hoodies, cracking them up to start the heating. I grabbed a wheelchair and unfolded it next to her, offering a hand to help her into it. Inky said, there's still the whole sea out there. Want to go see? She takes my hand into it, locking her fingers between my own. Olivia said, absolutely. Back outside, I finished the last of my dessert and let out a sigh of satisfaction. Olivia said, that was delicious. Because I couldn't agree more, though. I'm sure how fond I am having a small hibachi on my clothes. Olivia said, better than that cologne you always use. You notice that? Her head suddenly turns away, focusing instead on the open air market in the distance. Olivia said, well, we're in little Trondon, and the weather makes the foot traffic non-existent town is ours. Inco said, where do you want to go first? Got positive ingredient looking around the store, looking for the best place to start. He said, that way. I've got a great feeling about it. Oh, this actually is quite nice. With Olivia as my guide, we make our way towards a shopping centre. Man, as if the main part of the city holiday lighting wasn't captivating already. Little Trudon is just whimsical. Fairy lights wraps around the streets. The lamps where paper lanterns hang along the street, illuminating our path in a reddish hue. Holiday cheers and culture traditions mesh perfectly together. And said, we're here. Here looking to be some kind of bizarre from the movie, but into a building. There's walls and even a ceiling. Through the ceiling is plastic and semi-transparent. But the walls are all cut out into which cheap canopies jutting from the tops of the openings, and so many colourful knickknacks hanging from them, and over the table is equally filled with bursting with a pattern of items. Every other stall I see a seller stationed right next to the cheap heater, waving and shouting at anyone who passes by. While the streets have looked at of the people, this shopping centre was packed to the brim. Olivia said, that's the one. Is it that one? Olivia said, I just know it. Olivia said, I'll lead the way. As I get closer, I can't help but notice the variety of interesting items being sold. Cheap looking toys that light up and make music, t-shirts with fierce knuckles of figure jokes, and jade jewelry that looked like it was handmade this morning. All of which have sign markings the price that frankly reflect their quality very poor. Going down the shopping centre, we reach a section of indoor marketing that looked almost like a convention store. Shows up on the shelves, excited produce placed along with every of the wall stall. In the centre of the display, showing snacks and guns with the instrument signs and curious mascots. The scene now covered in the greeny more paper lanterns and banners, and now in more Japan text. Olivia's eyes up with a glare, seeing wild weary of edible goodies. Inco said, you know, let's make this our Christmas shopping. She nods and grins, and we start scanning each stall slowly. Immediately I draw down to one that is exhibitly different from all the toys on the shelf. Some of the plastic figures even making noises, though there's certain buttons to them. Still, I'm sure I can find something for Finny. Recalling our first meeting, I look at any Power Raptor figures I can find on the table. Picking up the package of it, I wave Olivia from over her Cedric treat hunting. I think Finny will like this. She quits her eyebrow, breathes it, and then gives me the flattest stare I've ever seen. I said, no. Yeah? Why not? Olivia said, Inca, that's such a cheap bootleg. Like, it's not even a name right. I look at the package of a small green figure. Powerful Raptorials. Inca, huh? Olivia said, yeah, a lot of this stuff is cheap knockoff. If you want the real good stuff, you gotta look in the back. Inca said, the back? She rolled her eyes motionally to me to follow. Olivia's wheels herself past the table and deeper into the store. And the first thing I've noticed is how there's even more boxes and toys along the wall. And the opposite to the all of so that old wall covered with a lot of sword, knives, and other pointy, lethal things. Instead of looking at the toys wall, their eyes are glued to a weapon rack. Because I don't think Sylvia would approve. Liv said, "Oh yeah, no. Doesn't cause effort to part to turn herself around. You know how cramped the space is, but mainly how her eyes a particular sword off the shelf. And closer, it's kind of looked like one from the show we watched together. Neat. Maybe no, so it definitely wouldn't approve. It doesn't take long for Olivia to pick up a pair of toys to give Damien's younger brother. But I don't think a weapon counts as a toy. Our purchases were made, we move on to the next person on our list, and next door. We went through the halls, and went through the idea back of the fourth idea. For the rest of the variants, I was astonished to find a jacket close to design to mine, but for a fraction of the price and just the right size for Damien. And Olivia pointed out a neat little statue of an insect carved out of amber stone. She said it'd be perfect for Randy, so it added to the pot. That left Sophia and Olivia had brought us to a store filled textile material. I know she was a seamstress, but Olivia explained that it's one of her favourite hobbies. I don't know much about that matters. I let Olivia go and talk with the shopkeeper about what she's looking for to buy while stay close to the front. Near the cash register, I spot one of those tiny Novia prize dispensers. One particular catches my eye. Looks some version of a whack-a-mole featuring a little alligator head. They are cute. She would love one of these. It just so happens I have 5 quarters. I turn the crank and get a small capsule in exchange. Olivia, what you getting? He goes, "Oh, Olivia, I've got this for you." Ooh. Place a little toy in her hand. She brings him closer. Oh, wants to examine. He said, "Look, you can bop it with a little hammer." Toy. Ow. I know, just place it for. This is gonna be right in my little treasure. Oh. Before bringing a smile to my face. He said, "Did you find what you were looking for?" "Yep." She pulled out a few couple bowls from the chair in a couple of bent. These babies will look great on the canvas. They had just the colour I need to. But whoa, how different from a regular paint from a store. And he said, "It just is." B, Inco said. He said, It just is." He said, "Okay." Louis said, "Also, I got Auntie and Ro a flux suit. She always wanted to work with silk." Dot dot dot. An hour later, we've just seen about everything. Looks like just in time to all the friendly sale and started to close down. I don't want to get caught in right alleyway in the city after dark, so Olivia and I call it a night and start heading back to the metro station. We'll make our one last turn to come to the entrance and whoa. Oh, that's beautiful. It's a large, clean wilderness space I've seen around here. It's probably meant for the performers as such as. In the center of a huge Christmas tree with a colourful string of lights connecting to the sound still. How did we miss this coming in? Whoa, Olivia said. Oh, you gotta admit, that is beautiful. You have to admit that, my Dory fans. Literally. We both have to crane our necks to see a star on top. It looked was at each panel in different colour to create a star with a warm entire a glow from a singular light source within. The colour light bounced off the us as we approached the colour Olivia snout in the red, blues, purples, even some of the more greens. Even her breath coming out as a vapour, it lit up like a part of the Christmas tree. For a moment we stared at the Christmas tree in silence. All I could hear is the sudden ambient of the surrounding. It's serene. Because what's this say? Nice break? I said, yeah, but you know, me, I'm itching to get back into it. Look back at the Christmas tree. It's bright. Inco said, Merry Christmas, Olivia. Olivia said, Christmas isn't until another few weeks. Inco said, I know, I just felt like saying it. Olivia said, yeah? Merry Christmas. Oh, that's so cute. Olivia's hand finds mine, a finger intertwined slowly as our palms press warmly together. She doesn't speak, but her eyes cover so much. Chloe sat down on the trunk bag and taking Neil beside her. She leans over her chair armrest, bringing her head close until she can rest her chin on my shoulder. I can feel her lips moving in the silent whisper as she nuzzles against mine gently. Smile comes into my face as she moves her application for our first official date. By way of example, I lean my head back against her. My jaw just moved, but no words come out. After all, we don't want to disrupt the peaceful silence. But still, I know Olivia understands my own wordless thanks, as I feel her lips quirk into a smile. We stayed pressed together for some time, at least until my knees couldn't bear the stone floor, the scales couldn't handle the cold. Allowing the comfort to continue, I stand up and slowly take us back to the station. Oh, that was such precious. That was. You have to admit that was precious. The ride home, we were lucky enough to get the whole train to ourselves. Olivia's on her way back, and all up. Oh, you gotta admit, Dory fans, that was, seeing all that in town, and those cute little toys, you gotta admit that was pretty cute. Literally. Even I have to see some myself. It's official winter from above. And it celebrates the occasion tonight's Star Wars winter formal. Oh. Oh, so it's that particular day, I'm guessing. Wow, that's quite surprising. Dot dot dot. Hard to believe it's already here. It's really crept up on me. Oh. Whenever I remembered the event was coming up, I just forced it out of my mind. The whole thing pretty anxious. It's like a date, but the whole new level. Like there's some more to it. So it's finally came then. I am surprised. Today is the day for it, but wow. You would have thought. I better not mess this up. otherwise I think we'll save it there. And whatnot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and teenagers, and all of them, I am going to end the video here, but if you like this, then I am going to enter my 3 face down cards. First, enter my first face down card. Subscribe me, Warzone Legendary Professional World Features Champion, and Pokemon others, but wait, I'm not done just yet. I enter my second face down card. Please press the red button to subscribe, press the purple button to follow, and press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. But wait, I'm not done just yet. I added my third and final face down card, which I'll leave this in the description down below, so you can find me on social media Universe World website. And the social media Universe World website are Discord, Steam, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and of course, Twitch and Kick. And once you follow, subscribe, and support me, you officially join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise to make the channel bigger, better, stronger, more noticeable, feature to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. This is Superior 9000, the game streamer that knows the future becoming entrepreneur, extraordinary influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, and writer, broadcaster, and feature wrestler. Sign out. Okay, everyone, take care, stay home, be safe, watch out, stay this away, and of course, most importantly, and I'll repeat most importantly, I'm over this, wear a mask, and I'll see each one of you on the next video of mine. But before I go, I have one thing to say. A lot of pro game streamers like myself, also legendary and others, can do big things, especially online video game streaming. What you got to do is type name in the search, click on the channel, and see what video games we'll play on. Okay, everyone, take care, bye, and peace, and GG, and I'll see all of yous, each one of yous, on the final episode. I want to hook that Gator. Anyway, I'll see all of yous until then.
Thank you for flying Superior 9000 College Shed. We hope you enjoyed this videos. Support, subscribe to this channel and other platforms as well.